first thing we talked about was we had too much low-end information, all right? And there's a great tool that we have in this EQ. The analyzer allows us to actually see the audio in front of us as well as hearing it, all right? But don't rely on your eyes, okay? But it is a great tool. Just remember that this is a listening exercise, not a visual exercise, all right? The visual just helps a little bit, okay? Okay, so what we're going to want to do is have a listen, all right? And we're going to use this, all right, this high-pass filter to cut off some of that low end, all right? And we're going to keep something nice and smooth like this. Let's take a look at this curve. Get a curve, maybe something like that. And essentially, we're going to start down here, all right? And here I can adjust the frequency, and I can make it just come up and up and up like this. All right, I think the curve should be something around there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the very bottom, and I'm just going to keep coming up and up and up until I feel like we're cutting off the unnecessary information in that guitar recording. All right, so have a listen, have a watch, and see what's going on here. So before I even start, you can see there, look at that right here. We have this information down there, and that is, that's very low information. You're looking at, what, 30 hertz? There's even some down here at 20 hertz. 20 hertz is pretty much lower than human hearing for the most part. So, that's completely unnecessary in a guitar recording. So we definitely don't need it. So let me continue with this process and just watch and listen and learn. All right, so I ended up there. I was about 124 hertz. It's kind of irrelevant. I always find it's more of you can see where the curve is on the spectrum right here. So we're taking off everything, around 70 hertz and below. Everything is getting wiped out there, and then we've just got, we're easing things in here with a little curve. So we're still getting some frequencies around 100 hertz, which is pretty low for an acoustic guitar. But obviously, if we take too much of this low end out, things will start sounding unnatural, and we don't want that. All right, we don't want things to sound unnatural. But we just don't need that very low end information. It's sort of distracting us from that typical guitar sound that we like, all right? So, as you can see, I've rolled off a lot there, and take another listen. I'm going to A-B between the two, all right? And we'll talk about this A-Bing later, but essentially I'm going to just take off this filter and put it back on, and you can just listen to the difference. Now, you really hear it on the slaps. When I slap the strings, you really hear that bass frequency. So have another listen. All right, so it's really helping there, just helping us, not get distracted by this low end information. All right, it's not a kick drum; it's a guitar. So we don't want all of that low end, especially when we're slapping the guitar like that.